We're recording. Regular Joe here. So, last night I read this story by Roswell Gray that was contributed to our collaboration regarding space. And it's called The Stars Were Stolen, a true story. And it's a true story from her life. She has, and she says in the story, she has something called retinitis pigmentosa, and it's a condition with her eyes, so that light is quite dim, and when she looks up at the stars, she can only see a few of the brightest stars. And she talks about in her story how she grew up in an area without that much light. You know, where I grew up, there's so much light in the big city that you can only see a few stars anyway, but she grew up out in a rural area where she and her family would always look up at stars, and she always sort of had to wonder what the rest of her family was seeing, until one day her father made a purchase of this military surplus item, which were night vision goggles, and how she saw the stars for the first time when she was 16 years old. And the story actually continues from there, and I think it'll make a really cool short film. So I want you guys to read it. Writers adapt it into a short script. Visual artists, maybe you want to storyboard this out or turn it into a kind of a graphic novel type format or something. But I'd love to adapt this, and I'd love to get everyone's input on how. Thanks again.